What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? Hey, let's go ahead and jam out for a second like we always do. Ooh. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, King David. Let's go. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Self-Love. Love myself. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? Look, shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Those are for you guys. This wouldn't be possible. Look, I wanted to extend the video earlier I made where I was doing the Nature Walk podcast, and I was talking about how men with standards, it's a shock and an awe to the modern woman. Let's do an audio check. Alright. Mic check. Oh, we're good. Amazing. And my Jesse Peterson voice. Listen. Let's get that going. Pop it out up there. Listen, y'all. Feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Happy Saturday night. Listen. I'm going to get on TikTok for a little bit, so this video is not going to be too long. I just wanted to monologue for a second and talk about how women are having a hard time adjusting to the standards that we have out here right now. We are definitely sticking to what we said, and we're moving as a unit. Pause. No pun intended, man. Listen. Right now, we got this dating game, and we got things moving in a certain direction. I know y'all feel that energy, man. We're running things right now, baby. We're running it. Man, listen. The way that we're going about doing things, man, these women, they ain't never seen nobody move like this before. They're just like, what is this? What? Man, listen, they underestimated us, and that was their biggest mistake. And while they were underestimating us, the standards we put out, other men adopted them, and now we're all, man, listen, the whole world is messed up. The whole world is messed up. But look, I'm not going to sit here and talk all day long and talk your ear off, but I do want to say I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, sharing the live, and also leaving a comment, because I'm going to tell you something. I know it seems like a lot, but let me explain to you, you know what I'm saying, how important it is. When you guys hit the like button, it spreads the channel and the video through the algorithm. It shows YouTube that it's content that you guys enjoy. When you leave a comment, listen, that really shows YouTube that you're really enjoying it, okay? If you share it, you tripling down, you know? So that's where we get our viral videos from, hitting the algorithm. So, you know, you guys make all that happen. And right now, YouTube is shaving off views, at least during the live stream, like crazy. So let's go on ahead and do what we got to do here, and make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. Go ahead and smash that like button like you're getting off of semen retention, and you know what I'm saying, you got those cheeks that you've been waiting to get to smash. So go ahead and smash that like button. That being said, with no further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the video up. Let's get the party started. Hey, what's going on, Daniel? I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? It's not even showing me that you're in here right now. You know what? I gotten you know what I'm saying, a restricted video, whatever. I believe that they're kind of shadow banning me a little bit. So you guys do me a favor. Make sure that you guys are smashing that like button and doing like my man right here is doing, and you know, leaving a comment, you know, to trigger the algorithm. They can only do so much, you know what I mean? I forgot what video I posted, but I got yeah, it was one of these reaction videos. That's why I gotta go through and skim them better, because if it has a video playing and they're playing some whatever in the background, I'll still get flagged for it. It's ridiculous. It's insane. But listen, I appreciate you guys joining me. You know what I'm saying? The lone wolves are in the house. Hey, you know, I am Mr. Lone Wolf, but we're part of the Wolf Pack. You're also Mr. Lone Wolf, Daniel. Listen, with no further ado, I'm not going to hold y'all up. I'm going to get this video started because I got plenty of talking to do while the video is going. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate your commentary. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this. Boom bada boom ba. I don't know what the man saying. I don't know what he's saying. I'm standing on. You telling me you falling out of love with me. That need a reason
why a lot of women are struggling with dating is simply because men have a higher standard. So when women started
oh Lord,
demanding and having
there we go.
standards, men took a step back and said, okay, we'll have high standards too, right?
Absolutely. I don't want to get flagged. Hold up.
The reason why men don't try anymore is because if they can't get it with you, they're gonna get it with someone else. So therefore you shouldn't be hard to get, right? Most men aren't trying anymore. Most men don't chase anymore. Why? Let's look at different factors. There's a lot of women that don't respect themselves. What happens when a lot of women don't respect themselves? When they normalize intimacy, don't have self-control, and when women don't believe that they're worthy. You know what happens? It makes men lazy. This problem that we have.
I hear it getting started already. You guys hit that like button. It's important now more than ever. All right?
Isn't because of men. You realize that, right? Us as women have a lot of more power than what you think. We literally set up the criteria for when a man can get to us. Think about it. When performing intimacy, who is letting the other person in? We are. And that's with everything. We let a man get to us, not the other way around. Because again, men chase status. They're more prone to ego. So it's only going to take enough rejections for them to either step it up or walk away.
I think it's so crazy how good I've gotten at like telling if a guy really, really likes me or not. Like there's always little subtle signs where it's like, this man doesn't like me.
You guys pay attention to this as well. This is the new thing for, you know, these covert narcissistic females to get online and vent their frustrations out to the world after a bad date or getting ghosted as if it hurts the guy's feelings. The guy doesn't care what they're posting up. You know how many women I've ghosted? You know, I don't care what they're posting up on their social media about me. I could care less. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here living my best life. So them getting on here, projecting and all this and that, this is the new thing. This is how I'm getting the intel. Well, this and other content creators that are females that go through bad breakups and then go to their content creator channel and or YouTube channel or TikTok or whatever and start posting up all kind of insider information. The stuff that they normally kept to their girls, well, they're speaking to their girls on a broad span on their channels. But, you know, I'll be in the crowd too. I'll be watching stuff, man. Got to keep tabs. Got to give y'all the information from the streets, man. I'm getting it out the mud. I'm not out here, you know, getting it from some guys that I know that are out there in the streets, you know what I'm saying, you know, doing all this with the women. I'm in the streets. Sorry about that. Got excited. I'm in these streets. I'm giving you the information directly. Directly. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's continue.
Like the other day, I was hanging out with this guy and I spent the night, you know what I mean? And it was early in the morning. We woke up at like 6 o'clock a.m. and my car was parked.
Hold up. We're not going to just brush past that. Hanging out with this guy, then it's the a.m. You were getting the cheek smashed. This is ridiculous. They're just, man, listen. It's an alpha's paradise out there right now, man. These women are just giving it up. Let's talk about it.
In a parking garage below the apartment building, if that makes sense. And his was parked in a different parking garage, okay? I didn't know this at the time. So 6 a.m. rolls around. We're walking towards like the parking garage. I'm thinking he's gonna walk me down to the parking garage, and right when we get to the elevator, he's like, "Hey, I'm running late, and I was wondering if it would be okay if I just kind of like, you know, let you go on your way down the elevator. The parking garage is right over there to the right. My car is parked over here, so
Absolutely.
if you don't mind, you can make it yourself." And I'm sitting
Absolutely.
there and I'm like, "You don't like me. I know you don't like me. Because if you..."
This is how a lot of ladies end
They're
up
learning.
sabotaging their own relationships before they even get in a relationship. They always gotta overthink every single thing that a man does. This lady is right. This man right here don't like her like that, which means
He absolutely doesn't. And my man, I would let you talk, but I don't know where that music's coming from, and I don't need any more copyright strikes.
it was a woman that I really liked. Of course, I'm gonna walk her to her car, but at the same time, if I'm running,
Absolutely, my
her
brother.
car is just
We don't really want to get married. We'll tell y'all that just to see what y'all gonna do, because it puts y'all under pressure. But in reality, every woman has at least 5 men. And we're gonna
Absolutely.
make you feel like you the only one every single time.
Yes.
But in our reality, we
Yes.
got James.
Yes.
We got Brandon.
Yes.
We got the old man Billy with a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Then we got Keyshawn.
Uh-huh.
And then last but not least, we got you.
That's,
because
yeah,
as
you
a
know what I
woman,
mean?
a black woman,
What
white
is it?
woman,
What is it?
Latina,
What is
we
it?
have to weigh out all of our options.
I bet
That's
y'all
why when
do.
y'all give us the ring and y'all
Uh-huh,
finally get on
uh-huh.
your knees, we cry.
Yep.
We don't cry because we happy.
Yep.
We cry because now we stuck with you. In reality, we don't want to be stuck with one set of balls for our whole life.
What? Man, these women will say anything.
And the guy that I went out on the date with, he did that thing where you having a conversation with the guy and then he goes MIA for like 19 hours. And then comes back like, "Hey, what's up?" I don't know, just sitting here about to delete your number. That's what's up.
but for 19 hours, really? What if this guy had a family emergency thing going on or anything?
My man is right. You know what I'm saying? This is psycho woman behavior right here. 19 hours, man, and they just started talking. That's not even a full day yet. See, remember I told y'all about these psychos? They count the time between you messaging them the first time and then whenever you goes for whatever reason and then you getting back in touch with them. And then she's going to apply the pressure and do the same amount of time as a get back, as if we care. It's getting out of hand. Let's continue.
Hey,
And then comes back like, "Hey, what's up?" I don't know, just sitting here about to delete your number. That's what's up.
Do it.
I don't
Do it.
know. I just don't like stuff like that, especially if like we've been communicating every day, all day for, since we met. And then
What does that mean?
randomly today,
How long is that?
or whatever day, the men just decide like,
Is she wiping off her
you
face?
were so busy for 20 something hours that you couldn't text back.
Yeah.
Or when you come back from whatever you were doing, you don't even say like, "Oh, my bad." They just pop back up and try to have a regular conversation. Like, no.
see, I think this is a lot of ladies' way trying to micro control men, especially beta male type men. She said she only went on one date with this guy. He disappeared for 19 hours, which is one day. What if this man was busy? Say, hey, big deal. Why she gotta make assumptions that this man is up to something wrong? It's something
Absolutely.
she's gonna bring it to the next women.
I am going to present multiple concepts.
But I will admit this: that woman was gorgeous. Let's keep it going.
And then try to bring them together. Wabo. So bear with me here. So I wanted to explain that, you know what, since the reason why a lot of women are struggling with dating is simply because men have acquired standards, right?
Absolutely.
Sorry, I'm waiting to go on air. But anyway, the point I was trying to make was that a lot of women are struggling when it comes to dating because a lot of men have acquired standards. And I was trying to explain this concept without upsetting a lot of people. Then I saw this video that's made by this lady. I'll try and tag her on this video. And she was going on about the fact that, high value women in their 40s and 50s, contrary to popular belief, are actually marrying quite well. They're marrying men with money, they're marrying high value men. So she was debunking the whole thought that you should marry young in order for you to live happily ever after. She was making examples of all these men, of these high value women who've married high value men. And then also I was thinking about some articles I read a couple of years ago, and it was around the Mrs. and the PhD, and also that marriage is for the affluent. And basically articles were saying that they're finding that the data is showing that the more highly educated a woman is, the more likely she is to get married. And the fact that a lot of people are more likely to marry, men are more likely to marry their peers, meaning that women they met in college and university. A lot of these studies were based on American participants. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to bring in my theory. And what I realized was that the narrative in the market is that women asked men to step up, become better lovers, become, just better people in society, stop violating us, abusing us, show up better for us. And you had two sets of men who came to the party. And also that narrative of stepping up, also there was those who slid in the narrative, indotamast. So when women started demanding and having high standards, men took a step back and said, okay, we'll have high standards too, right? So the disgruntled one just elevated the bar in terms of, she must watch for me, she must be traditional, and all that other nonsense in order to justify as to why they should stay in a position of power. And then the ones who are eligible, which a lot of you are looking for, were like, okay, so what do you bring to the table? I'm not here to save you. I'm not here trying to become your, I don't know, your blesser, your whatever, and so forth. I'm also looking for a high value woman too. And I think as I bring these concepts together, I think that the reason why, and when I speak to a lot of girls, because how come is it, whether you're pretty, whether you come from a good home, whether you know God, whether you're a kind-hearted person and so forth, a lot of women are struggling with the concept of men. And I realized that when men started applying standards.
Absolutely. Hey, you guys, hit that like button. It's very important. Hit that like button. I ain't even playing.
That's when dating became difficult. Now that the fact that you're pretty, the fact that you are, I don't know, a woman, a girl, and you've got something underneath that skirt, is no longer good enough for you to secure a man. The thing is,
Absolutely.
A lot of women have never prioritized self-development when it comes to dating.
This is what we need to talk about.
I just needed to show.
Whole point in the entire video. This is what we need to talk about. The point she just made. Women do not prioritize self-development. Now, let's go ahead and unpack that. So, you mean to tell me, while they're out here projecting on us, and we have to get it out the mud from the time that we're old enough to separate from our homes, and they never self-improve? So they just use their looks and their natural femininity and their bodies to get whatever they want? They don't never self-improve? I mean, I find that to be, very correct and accurate, but disturbing as well. Very disturbing. So what we're doing is we're dealing with, I hate to say this, I hate using the N-word, but narcissistic type of women that are child-minded and just use their natural sex appeal to persuade and manipulate men for the most part. And when they can't use that, they don't have anything else to bring to the table. Absolutely absurd. Let's continue.
Show up just because I'm pretty, just because I give it like a snake or something like that.
What?
Just because a lot of women have never had to apply self-development principles in order to apply to secure a good partner. And when men started applying standards, because you said to them, step up, become better people, and they were like, okay, where is the self-development in you females? And I think when men acquired standards, that's when it became difficult.
She said some things that was very correct. And the truth.
All right, what we got going on here, Miss? What are your opinions on men who rely on their status symbols like material possessions, career achievements, wealth, designer clothes, and luxury cars to attract women? I am so glad you made that point, my man. Let me tell you something. I believe that there's multiple classifications of being attractive, and women overall want money and status. So all the stuff that you mentioned is a way that a lot of men that get to that point, they use that stuff to get women. My personal opinion on it is do what you have to do. But if you weren't able to get women before you had all that, don't say nothing to me, because I was getting women when I had no money at all. I get women when I have no money, some money, a lot of money, and when I get wealthy, I'll be. So, when they depend on that stuff, that's just someone that was not getting women, and then once he got, wherever he's at, just start, going crazy with it, doing too much. But again, to each his own. I'm not here to tell a man what to do. If you want to, get wealthy and do all that kind of stuff or whatever. But I'm the kind of guy where I'm a talker. When I get to be, wealthy, I'm still going to be a talker. I'm going to be using my mouthpiece to get the women that I want. I'm not going to rely. I'm never going to even let these women know how much money I'm making. They can be pocket watching, but they're going to be making assumptions. They're never going to know. So I'm going to be using my mouthpiece, and they're going to have to try to figure it out, I guess, throughout time. But absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will not be, doing that kind of stuff. But those guys that do, they have it. So I can't judge them for whatever they want to do. But that's not going to be me. I don't use stuff to get women. I don't need to. But I'm extremely blessed. However, my blessings didn't come like this as soon as I was born. I had to develop into this stuff. So a lot of hard work. And that's what I believe in. I believe in the hard work. But a lot of these guys that use their possessions or whatever, they also approach women, cold approach. I don't believe in doing that. During these modern times, it's very dangerous to cold approach women if you don't have a camera present or a battle buddy or somebody that can say, hey, no, he didn't do none of that. So, but anyway, do what you want to do. Hey, you guys, hit that like button. Do me a favor, hit that like button.
Be told, is it standards or men just choose worth as those actually?
Black women valuing black men as black men deserve to be valued. Black men, you are worthy. You have done great things in the last 20 or 30 years. You've taken your image back from cops, deadbeat dads, and everything else. You've stepped up to the challenge, and this is your time. This is your time.
Speaking of which, R.I.P. the Godfather.
Average at best happened in 2021. That is over. 2022, we're going.
I'm going to go ahead and stop that. I probably got flagged for that. You know what I mean? Listen, you got to be really careful out here in these streets, man. YouTube is, that last little sequence right there. I might have to cut that out. You know what? I'm not going to even do it. It is what it is. I'll make more videos. You got to be really careful, man. They will flag you for anything. I don't know how these guys do it, man. I guess they don't care. You know what I mean? But listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all joining me. You know what I mean? This is just another one of the episodes. I'm going to make a thumbnail, put this up. I'm going to get off of here and get on TikTok and work out for a little while. So, ladies, you don't want to miss that. Definitely check me out over there. I appreciate you guys and everything you guys are doing. Make sure you're hitting that like button. If you don't do it on the way in, definitely do it on the way out. I'm going to keep these reaction videos coming so I can get used to it, so I can make sure I stop causing myself to get flagged. I think that last little bit might have been one. But we'll see. We'll see, right? Peace, love, and light. I appreciate you guys joining me. Plenty more content coming tomorrow. I'll be on TikTok. You guys have a great night.